Sorry about that, everyone. Had to deal with my dog. But as I was saying, I have decided that I'm going to leave music out of the game because of fear of copyright. Now, trust me, from what I've heard of the soundtrack, it's pretty good. I would recommend it. Saying that, let's go to the map. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Touchpad. Police station. Labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Makes sense. Let's see. Let's hire her for B. Back. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. No. I don't want to fire this man. Come on, man. Don't make me do this. That sucks. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. But that could land you in additional proceedings, and your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up slots is to have a police officer killed. That's not really a valid option, right? You're too old, man. You gotta get out of here. I think that can also get rid of Roy. I really like that. Hey. Let's see. Brooks Jr. Ah. We have to keep him. Wedge, in general. You're too old. Alright, let's see. See, these are all improvements, so I'm not going to sweat taking them on, you get me? And detectives, I mean, we of course want the highest one, correct? Alright. Push.
211 in progress.
Okay. St. John's Cathedral. We received a frightening call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, some have broken into pieces. Seems there are even marks from a shovel. The abbot would say no more. Okay, this seems pretty sketchy, so... Robbins? And... Vandal, because this seems pretty sketch.
211 in progress.
Guessing this guy still? Archcliffe Tower. Business Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. Send him. And... oh, I can't send. Oh, it's... okay, thank God. That's gonna be really bad. I mean, it's just two teenagers. I mean, yeah, they may escape. Well, actually, that will hurt them. Sucks. Oh, it's nothing like major, like someone's gonna get murked or some spray painting. See how these turn out?
12 211.
Eddie Burger. Suspicious individual. A waitress named Mia reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she said he'd seen on television just this morning. Culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Stovall? I'm gonna wait till you get a better partner, actually, because that sounds pretty dangerous. I'm gonna send our A-team here. Stovall,
211 complete.
you got 1 week till retirement. Vandalism, see how it turned out. Dang. I had a feeling he was gonna get away. Let's see how this one turned out. Hey, we got him. Good. And no, back it. Right. It's in this guy and this guy. They're not exactly our like top A team, but I want to get Vandal up to where they're both him and somebody are both at 200. That'd be my goal. What's this? King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd. A bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Now he can't get off the Mexican. Now he can't get off the can. Meantime, lying outside the club stretching around the block. We need someone outside and tell the cool guys from the punks. Yo, Butch Jr., you got this, boy. That's what I call an effective use. Terrible person. Could you imagine if you the SWAT team somehow?
1210 complete.
Suspicious individual. How to turn out? Oh. Dang, lady.
1111B in progress.
Alright. Christopher G. Sands, Ice Arena. Drug sales. An anonymous call just came in from clown carrying balloons at the skating rink selling crack to teenagers. It's into above averages because that sounds like it's sketchy, but then again, how often do you see a clown at a ice rink? And then again, the person that saw him might be on drugs, so let's go.
411 in
Okay,
progress.
suicide threat. Okay. Good thing we have our 18 back. Naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. What? I mean, he's a threat to society, so higher threat than someone that's just like, yo, I'm gonna murder myself. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. And one night, I pulled in more cash than I earned a month working at the stump. Someone said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess it wasn't cut out to be a cop. That's why I got radio, Butch. Good man. Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd. Morgan. Yeah. And with that, the day ends. So,
We
tonight.
got a situation here.
Let's carefully watch the clown from the stands. 'Cause that seems. Hey, we got him. That's one. And let's have the next one turned out. Suicide threat. Hey, we got him too. Nice. No officers harmed today. We had one person escape, but I mean that wasn't helpful. So with that, I think the day was a pretty good day. Okay. Shift B. I don't need to carry any of these guys over. Freeburg Tribune. Feminist organization denied official registration. Golden Bird. Robs fire to reveal his identity when the time is right. The fact. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. I wonder why.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots.
Jesus.
In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation.
Right.
But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book.
Hey, don't be down on
But
the
I
granny.
can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
That's rough. Alright then. Here we go into the next day. Messages. Whoa.
Well, in progress.
A race gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople, beating them to death. They recently sent a message to the local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The races are getting more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days, due to mounting racial tensions. What? I'm reading this right? That is crazy. Ooh. Let me first handle this. A member of a city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" Okay, so, case of vandalism. Let's see, it's her and Prudy. Homicide. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator of the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Makes sense.
B in progress.
Alright. Carjacking. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Alright, so that's gonna be kind of dangerous actually, because someone had to steal the car in the first place.
212 complete.
What's going on with destruction of property? Yeah, we got him. Nice, and the hump side. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing them to gas station. Expect results. A young witness drove by in a sedan. They shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Okay. Okay. Wow, it really just told me to fire all my black cops. That's crazy. Wow. I mean, and I'll have to do it illegally if I do it, so, ugh. Oh, gangs.
In progress.
Suspicious individual.
Officer,
Whoa.
looks like we have a situation here.
The driver is nowhere to be seen. We had a safe distance for the driver to appear. That's what I would assume. Yeah. So I'm assuming he came back up like a bag of popcorn or something. With some food. Suspicious individual. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on a bench beside the playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour. He's taken several photographs of them. Fruity, font not. Talk some sense into him. Hey. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. And for my first exposition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach the man a few tricks. Something that'll help him out on the streets.
1210 complete.
Alright. Yo. Not her. Send our best cop, but show him how it's done. Let's kick her butt. Oh, it's this individual. We got him. The investigation, nice. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Open investigation. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate facts and fiction if they know how to look at case material. The more professional the detectives working on the investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspect, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, the sequence fails, you'll probably be telling the wrong story. Makes sense? Okay, how do we add them? Cases. Okay. How do I put frames in though? Hey, when an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case, detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. Travis Harden, a known racist. Dre has several previous convictions. Alright, so it's not weird. Detectives have information on the whereabouts of suspects. Sometimes there might be a large number of locations to choose from. To carry out the rest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. The lead investigator is not on duty. The rest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. That's fair. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game's up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even a SWAT team if you see fit. Well said.
311A in progress.
Kevin's throat bar. Bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips, and a catfight broke out right on stage. Well, I mean, I'm not complaining, you know. Oh, it's a 3-person job, though. They're not great, but they'll have to do.
311A in progress.
Oh, good. We have to send them. Simple as it is. I doubt anyone's gonna get injured, but Beef, Chief, I just nailed the jab a couple times. He was too fast for me, and I won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep up points very well. But it was all right. He even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think it's day off. Oof.
We've got a situation
Oh,
here.
it's bad. On the stage are 2 strippers going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer was fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Shut off the music and turn off the lights. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious to the police presence. Step onto the stage and separate them.
311A complete.
I mean, I doubt they're gonna punch a cop. 3 women cops. Homicide, how'd it turn out? Caught him? That's it. Oh. Case closed. You were able to arrest all suspects. Good. I think that's everything for the day except the last one. Which I don't think it's gonna turn out well.
311A complete.
Not suspecting this. Got away, yep. Unharmed though. Good. And with that, let's end the day. Ooh, how do I tell I'm giving him the axe? Like, oh. Hey, just don't come into work tomorrow. Mayor Rogers. See, he has no problems with racists. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Jesus. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Boy.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the Lover Boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Ooh. Ooh. That's rough. So basically, we have to say, yeah, we're going to help you out, put ourselves in danger. Or say no to them and basically send them to die. That's rough. Yikes. I'm not going to help him.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family.
I'm not going to say it though because
I wish them all the
it's
best.
putting my family at risk if I save his, so it's like reverse psychology, you know what I mean? Well, kinda. Day 6. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Fairs? Alright, City Hall. Citizens from City Hall depend on whether you're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. Those in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. Makes sense. Hey, can I get a raise?
210 in progress.
Disorderly conduct. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Let's send our secondary team because it's a threat to civilians, but I mean, it's more just a bum, so it's not like
930 in progress.
send like everyone, I mean. A witness looked out from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. I wasn't swallowing that actually, it's an armed gunman trying to rob somewhere.
311A in progress.
Okay, let's see what this one is. A fight.
10 complete.
At least this group's better. Below average though. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Seems like a pretty petty fight, but I'll send both of them just in case. I mean all three. Just don't send me no more jobs, guys. Let's read the disorderly conduct. We got them. That's nice. And how is it expecting to fire all black cops? You can't exactly just be like, yo, you're fired. I gotta do it. Oh, it hurts to do too. These, some of these aren't, like a lot of these aren't bad cops either. Is what kills me.
Officer on scene.
The shop has two exits, from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car right through the front window. That makes sense. Let's sneak up to the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding the gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off, or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. You're in the mask. No. Silently take aim. The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll take a little bit and go. No one's hurt." The cashier begins to cry. Let's leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage.
910B complete.
What? What? You're kidding. Jack, this year is the organizer of the Golden Beast Hunt. Suddenly charged the rules an annual shooting contest. Now it features some features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me two of the finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Why? Man. Let's send all of our detectives.
212. 311A complete.
Destruction of property. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in, began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Whoa, that's a lot. And it's just gonna be these two, that's all I can do. That's bad. It's real bad. The investigation has started. Fight report. I honestly didn't expect nothing better from that because that was just set me in a bad hand. Send some people to this form, I guess. Yikes.
212 complete.
Okay, let's see how this went. Robbery. Oh, sweet. Let's see. Let's open the investigation. This should be all we need. And rides up.
211 in progress.
Destruction of property. Let's see how this went. God dang it. And okay, we gotta do it. Give me such bad hands. We did it, boy. We won. The Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. He even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory. So we're taking the day off. We deserve it. God, I'll murder you. Vandalism. I expect none better. Alright. Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. More like the first, a lot of long days. There's just too much going on in the day. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'm going to thank you all for watching. It's nice having you all here. Next time, I'm going to be doing day 6 to 9. I hope you all have a wonderful night. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. Crypto Gamer, out.